always remembered. Even set up my old Nintendo just recently. You know what I mean? I started blowing on my games and got it to work. And I tried it, and right away I got so it was great. I was like, something that when you're a kid you still remember in your head. And it's funny because so many people have actually come up to me and talked to me about that song, and they actually did it wrong because it's instead of an A B select start, it's BA select start. So it's been a bunch of old video game dweebs that have come and corrected me on that one.
Cool. And now
offended by the incorrect code.
and I mean you're from Sacramento, and I mean in Sacramento there is a lot of Latin people, a lot of Latin culture. What is the thing that you could admire most about Latin culture in general?
Say it again?
The thing that you admire most about Latin culture.
Yeah, I mean the food, the everything about. I mean the taste, the flavors, the love, the women, everything. I ain't lying.
Cool. And I think that all the time that you've been here in Mexico, everybody say, "Wow, it was a crazy show." And how do you feel to have a lot of fans that probably they don't know the lyrics because of the language, but they feel the music and they feel the same power when they in the show of Deftones?
Well, I think that's where we make our music. I think our music is more of a mood. Every song has a lot of mood to it, and I'm actually my vocals, my lyrics, everything is pretty much inspired by a lot of times the music and what mood the music makes me feel like, and that's kind of where I start writing. You know what I mean? So I think our music is. I think a good description of it would be mood music, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of different moods in it, and I think when you hear it, you don't really have to know the language, you don't have to understand it so much. I mean, my lyrics are hard to understand anyways, and the way I sing is
different live anyways too. Different mood live, and they change right during the show, right in the middle.
Now, a lot of people ask me when I told them that I was interviewing Deftones, they told me, well, ask Chino, how did he take care of his voice? Because with all the yelling, I think that it's hard to maintain like a physical, I don't know, with the voice. How do you take care of that?
It's hard sometimes, but we have a lot of shows in a row too. But it's not that bad. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, which is probably pretty good, and I don't really drink soda too much, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of it's just because I built it up over the years of doing it for a long time, so now it's kind of used to it, I guess, a little bit. But sometimes you get sore.
Cool. And now, is that true that tonight you're gonna have a special guest, Juan Brujo, from one of the greatest band called Brujeria, or is not true?
No, I never heard about that.
Well, because I asked, probably here around him.
Okay.
Do you like Brujeria?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that though. That's pretty good.
And what do you think about?
Quite a surprise.
Is that right? Probably he's gonna go on stage. Well. What do you think about Mexican music, Mexican rock? Have you ever had the opportunity to listen to some bands?
Not too much. Last night I went and saw a show, and there was a couple Mexican bands. It was good. It was like new wave influence. A lot of stuff. I think there's a lot of different types and styles of music here, just like there is in America or Sacramento, for instance, where we grew up. It was kind of the same way where. It was a city with so many different scenes, but a lot of different styles of music and a lot of good music, It seems like that to me. Yeah.
Cool. And now talking about the internet, I know that it's a big weapon to promote your music, and I know that your MySpace or the Deftones space, it's a greater space when you put like some of the songs, but I know probably it could be difficult because probably some people could link some of the songs. How do you deal with that?
But
you don't really care.
No, I mean I look at it as promotion. It's all promotion for us. A band like us who, our record sales. It's nice to sell. We do sell a decent amount of records, but majority of the way that we keep make a living out of this is touring and playing shows. And I think our music is an advertisement to our show. You know what I mean? And I don't feel bad about people sharing it. I think it's supposed to be shared. I mean,
it's the world we live in now.
Yeah, it's the way we live. And I think to try to embrace it as much as possible instead of thinking that it's the enemy, because it's going to happen regardless or not. So of course we prefer to sell a lot more records, but I mean I'd also prefer people to listen to our music and like it, and then maybe get more interested in it, and then maybe buy go back and listen to some other stuff or whatever.
Cool. Okay, the last question. somebody can tell me who is that girl in the cover that looks really provocative? I really like that girl.
Yeah, she's all right. She I don't know her name, but she's from
old as fuck right now.
Really? She's fucking old.
She's pretty old right now.
Yeah, because that was from 1969.
Oh, a long time ago.
Sorry.
Well, probably right now she's a grandma, so we'll just want to say hi. And well, I just want to thank to all of you. Good luck for tonight. I know it's going to be great because you have a lot of fans here in Mexico that really appreciate your music. So thank you very much for your time with this interview. Ya lo vieron, carnales, ellos son los Deftones. En unos momentos más aquí en el Salón 21. No le cambien, regresamos a Calibre 45.